Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Matt.
And we are from UMass Lowell, and we're going to teach you about nozzles and their use in 3D printing. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today!
Nozzles are devices used to change the characteristics of fluid flow, especially the velocity, as the fluid enters or exits a chamber of pipe. Nozzles are used by 3D printers to create the ideal flow for plastic deposition.
3D printing has been all the rave since 2011. They are used from hobbyists to large-scale manufacturers. An example of 3D printing in a large scale is on the Airbus A350. It is used as spacers for the overhead storage compartments.
Now we're going to work out a simple example problem to see how a nozzle can be used to speed up water in a hose. So water moving at 3 meters per second in a 2 centimeter diameter hose enters a nozzle with an exit diameter of 0.5 centimeter. The first step is to find the cross-sectional area at the entrance and exit of the nozzle. Using the formula for area of a circle, we find A1 to be 3.14 times 10 to the negative 4th meters squared, and A2, the exit area, to be 1.96 times 10 to the negative 5th meters squared. Lastly, we use the continuity equation, which relates the entrance area and velocity to the exit area and velocity. And solving gives 48.08 meters per second. And now Rob will talk about 3D printers.
Now I will show you how a 3D printer extrudes. So, you first take your filament and you put it into your drive motor. So there, in a Bowden tube setup, you would put it into the tube and you'd have a motor here. And that pushes that into the tube until it hits your print core. Once the filament gets to the print core, it will go into your print core and it will begin to heat. So in this first section of your print core, this is your cold end from here to here. Then from here to here is your hot end. There are 3 pressure zones in a print core. The first one is the largest one, from the tip where the filament enters until right before the nozzle begins to angle down. The second section is where that nozzle begins to angle down at a 120-degree angle. And the last pressure zone is at the tip where it meets atmospheric pressure. Now I will show you how to set up a print on an Ultimaker 3 hobbyist printer. This is an Ultimaker 3. This is your print head. These are your print cores. This one is your model material, and this one is your support material. The material is heated up and it is extruded, as you could see here. This is the motor that drives the filament into the print core. That filament not only prints, but it also acts as a plunger that continuously pushes the filament through each of the pressure zones and is what is needed to overcome the pressure drop through those 3 zones. Next up, Matt and I will show you how this works with materials that you might be more familiar with.
These are the items that we will use to make our very own 3D printer. Dude.
First step, get your filament.
Second step, make an extruder head.
Third step, get your build plate.
And step 4, it's time to get the motors.
3D printers work by taking a solid material, melting it, and through the use of a nozzle, placing the material layer by layer until you get the part desired. Thanks for taking the time today to learn about nozzles and 3D printing with us. As we speak, manufacturers and researchers are continuously working on improvements towards the technology.
Up to your
Doing good there.
My reset don't work. It will.
All right, is it on?